Tommy Shelby is the epitome of stone-cold confidence, exuding a fearless demeanor that leaves many in awe. In this video, we're going to dissect the lessons you can take from Tommy to stay composed in high-pressure situations in your own life. By the way, this video is a re-upload of an earlier version that was banned by YouTube. Here's hoping this one stays up, so please, YouTube, don't ban it again. Spoilers ahead for those who haven't seen up to Season 5. One of the most striking traits of Tommy is how he rarely overreacts, even in the most intense situations. Composure under pressure. Tommy's calm and controlled demeanor under extreme pressure is unsettling to his adversaries, but more importantly, it's his ability to stay composed that allows him to execute the strategies we're going to cover in this video. This is the foundation of his strength. But let's not forget, Tommy wasn't always this unshakable. Like all of us, he developed this trait through repeated exposure to life-threatening situations, first in the war, and then time and again during his rise as a gangster. The same principle applies to our own lives. If we want to stay calm in high-pressure scenarios, the most reliable method isn't just about maintaining a poker face. In fact, the more you focus on trying to appear calm, the more likely you are to reveal your nerves. Instead, consider exposure therapy, gradually putting yourself into less challenging versions of whatever difficult scenario you're preparing for. Whether it's a mock interview or a simple social interaction, these smaller challenges can build your confidence for the real thing. Tommy's life shows that it's not about avoiding overwhelming situations, but rather conditioning yourself to handle them. Persuasion and state-breaking questions. Outsmarting others requires more than just composure. Tommy frequently finds himself needing to persuade people who have every reason to oppose him. One of his most effective tools is the use of state-breaking questions, unexpected inquiries that throw others off their game. For instance, when confronted by a figure of authority, instead of passively following their lead, Tommy might ask something like, "What's your dog's name?" This seemingly irrelevant question disrupts the flow of the conversation, allowing him to regain control. When you're under pressure, it's natural to follow the lead of someone who holds power over you, but doing so often means surrendering your own power. By using state-breaking questions, you can steer the conversation in a new direction. Conversely, when Tommy holds the power, he refuses to be thrown off course by similar tactics from others. This technique can be incredibly persuasive, especially when someone's emotional state is blocking productive conversation. Aligning interests. Persuasion also involves aligning your goals with those of the person you're trying to influence. Tommy often does this by appealing to the self-interest of others, rather than to ideals like honor or morality. For example, when convincing another faction to join him in a war against the Italians, he doesn't appeal to their sense of duty but to what's in it for them. If the Italians win, they won't stop at him. They'll come for his ally too. To effectively align interests, you must understand the world from the other person's perspective. This might seem obvious, but many people fail to follow this advice. Instead, they offer what they would want, rather than what the other person truly desires. Tommy's success often hinges on his deep understanding of the people he's dealing with, and he comes to meetings well-prepared, knowing their position and temperament inside out. And if you're unsure of what someone wants, sometimes the simplest solution is just to ask them directly. The carrot and the stick. When Tommy really needs to get something done, he doesn't just offer solutions. He presents both a reward and a threat, a strategy known as the carrot and the stick. This dual approach motivates people far more effectively than either incentive or fear alone. For example, when negotiating with someone, Tommy might offer a luxurious suite and a substantial check, but also a veiled threat that should they cross him, there will be dire consequences. This dual motivation ensures that the person is fully committed to Tommy's plan. This tactic is not just useful for influencing individuals, but also for leading teams or selling a product. It's about showing what someone stands to gain if they follow your vision and what they might miss out on if they don't. This strategy is crucial when you need to inspire others or guide them toward a common goal. Turning trash into treasure. One of Tommy Shelby's most unique qualities, and perhaps the reason why so many people are drawn to him, is his ability to turn setbacks into advantages. Rather than just making the best of a bad situation, Tommy often finds a way to use adversity to his benefit, turning trash into treasure. When a failed assassination attempt leaves his brother alive, Tommy uses it as an opportunity to spread disinformation, buying time to strike back at his enemies. This principle isn't limited to the fictional world. Many real-world innovations come from seeing potential where others see only problems. When faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself, how can this be turned into an advantage? By changing your perspective, you can often find a way to turn a disadvantage into a powerful asset.